Right. Hey, how you doing? Hello? Can you hear me? Hey,
Hey, Paul. How are you?
how's everything?
Oh, okay, good. How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah, I saw your email. So yeah, you figured it out. That's good. The ERD, I think, right? Or
Yeah, I think that the ERD, I mean, for the most part, I think I did send you my solutions this
okay.
afternoon,
Yeah.
what I had. The one question I did have on the ERD is that
Okay, let
on,
me see.
oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, what about it?
So on the titles section, um, I have a foreign key going to employees
Okay.
under title ID. However,
Content
when I
ID.
went to, yeah, so when I went to set up my schema
Yeah.
and import the table titles, it wouldn't allow me to with the foreign key because it said it wasn't a unique identifier.
Okay.
So I had to remove the foreign key out in order for the titles table to import. But then everything else everything else imported. I just had to play with it and set stuff. I learned that I had to put the tables in order, and I didn't realize that because he goes so fast. So
As usual.
yeah, so I had imported based on his his order of the CSV files, not in the order of the primary and foreign key
Okay.
that are relying, everything's relying on employees except for, I think it's department
Except
or
for department, yeah. Department and department what was it? Let me see. Is it
uh,
department manager as well?
I
Or
think it was just department.
department didn't, yeah, it didn't have employee number. I think I had the yeah, I think that's the one, yeah.
Yeah, and so then everything. So that's why when I emailed you, I'm like, I don't understand. I know how to import, um, but then it was. So I went through his lesson again, listening to him, and
Okay.
then played around with it, and then so finally after that, I was able to figure, I think, that out. Except for the titles, which it may not be a foreign key, honestly, because it's not necessarily unique to one employee.
Okay.
It's just a title which you could give to anybody, I guess. So
For the one that if I remember doing this one, like you guys use a different program, right? Like
we're using quick database diagrams.
yeah.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, so the one that I because you could do this with DBeaver, data beaver. There's like so many different ones you could use.
Oh yeah, he said we didn't have to use it, but this is the only one he showed us.
Okay.
And then of course it showed up on the homework, like that night. So I'm
As
not
long
going to learn
and I
it.
think I read the notepad. He said he just wants a picture, right? He just wants a picture of your
Yeah,
connections. Yeah, your relative connections. Or yeah.
yeah. So I figured, for the most part, I'm happy with it. The title, that was my main question there, and I left the foreign key
Mm,
on the titles.
okay.
But there is a connection. But on the query or on the schema, the
Yeah.
setup to create the tables and import, you'll see that there is no foreign key there on the titles. It just wasn't working, so I just left it
Okay.
off.
Yeah, like for my so like for the ones I did because I know you guys had to do both two notepads, right? Or two like a
Yeah,
SQL like database. What one I think he wants you to like do the importing, the all the import create table, whatever.
right, right. Yeah, so I put that as the schema, and
The
then the
schema, yeah.
one with the query is all the questions, like the I don't know, 7 or 8 questions that he had. Yeah, 8 questions.
Okay.
And that's the other one I sent you. So that seemed to work. I had to mess with it a bit because it seems like years prior,
Yeah.
there was, other assignments similar, but that had higher date and,
Yep.
beginning and end. We didn't have that. So
Yeah.
that threw me, like, why is theirs different? And then I realized he didn't put those columns in. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well, he didn't ask for that anyway. So
I think from what I heard, he changes the way it's the same table, but he changes the different columns.
makes sense. So,
Yeah.
you're not copying, like I want to try,
Yeah.
but
And for in terms of like the query one, let me see. I'm looking at yours right now. So like frequency, okay, you did the frequency, that's good. And then you did my computer, it's for some reason the Python is not like working properly.
oh no,
Yeah.
okay.
Are you able to share? Like we could probably talk about the Python. Yeah, for some I gotta fix it. Like for some reason you know how like when you go to Jupyter Notebook, it's supposed to be a browser. Now I'm using something else. I'm using VS Code to run my notebook. So
Oh, okay. Wow.
but
Oh
my
my.
other computer, I could run it, but I usually use this computer. So yeah, I'll figure it out. But like, it should. The one I sent you, I did run that to VS Code. It should work in Jupyter Notebook.
Should work. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't
know.
have
Or we
terminal.
can do it from scratch if you want to share your screen. We can probably talk about
Let me see. I'm gonna try. I have you on my PC, and then
it.
I'm
Oh, oh,
working off.
oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, let's just talk about it then.
Okay. Let me try and because I'm not working in terminal this week. Let me open that
Okay.
and then get to Jupyter Notebook. Get that
Did you
open.
start on it? Did you like us? This is the bonus stuff, right? This is
Yeah,
bonus.
I didn't
Yeah.
even try it because I finished the query script up today,
Okay.
and then I was just frankly over it.
How are you liking this SQL stuff? Is it
I actually don't mind it. I see a need for
okay?
it.
I don't know. Like it reminds me for some like I don't like I use Python SQL stuff. Not like I know you guys are using PG admin, right? Something like that.
Yes, admin 4 Postgres.
Yeah, Postgres, and then there's also MySQL, which is like a separate program, but it runs the same thing. I just don't like like the you have to go online and like you know what I mean. And then
Yeah,
sometimes the network gets interrupted when you're working on something.
it's totally true, and you're stuck just with
Yeah.
who knows,
Well,
everybody's offline and having problems, and none of us can really
yeah.
get
But
our
this I think homework isn't as bad. Are you guys
it's
spending more time like on SQL as the same amount as like Python? Are you guys?
no, well, going into we did SQL alchemy,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's yeah,
SQL Alchemy. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
actually what we have to do for this bonus one.
That's yeah, and we just went over it Saturday with a substitute, and he's good. It's just like I just saw this yesterday. I'm not gonna
What happened?
well, it's fine. It's just too new. I got day one. I'm like, come on, dude.
The one thing, the one I sent you, we have. This is the reason why I can't run it because on mine's on this like the one I'm using right now, is because the Anaconda prompt it's corrupted. So
Oh,
when I install this, because in order to run SQL Alchemy, you have to pip install something first.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like Psycho PG2. I know it's like weird names, but like
Psycho PG.
I
Okay.
know. So like yeah, pip install that, and then before you run SQL Alchemy, you have to install that. And when I actually installed that on this computer I'm using, I got something corrupted, like bad
Oh wow.
code. So I was like, are you serious? It works on my other one, but
Oh my.
But if you try running it on yours, this pip install first, if it works.
The pip install, the SQL Alchemy, that worked, and then SQL Lite had
Okay.
us do that yesterday, and they both worked.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so yeah, I guess you could use SQL Alchemy if it's already set up. Since you guys covered it, it's already set up, so that's good.
But then we worked on through Jupyter Notebook on this script. So I don't know. What I could do, I could try is connect again through Zoom on my Mac.
Oh, okay.
I can't promise I won't drop you.
Okay. What we could do maybe just like since you're getting like the Python language already. Maybe I could just talk about it with you.
Sure.
Then you can just type it and
Okay.
check.
Is it the Notebook 1 or just Notebook?
It should the one I sent you is it's the SQL homework Python notebook.
Book. Okay.
Yeah. But
you know what? I downloaded it twice accidentally. That's why.
Okay. But we could start it from scratch if you want. I guess so. Since you already have we have to load in the dependencies first.
Okay. So I got it open. So so I see from SQL Alchemy import create engine.
Yeah. So you have to do the from SQL Alchemy import create engine and import pandas, matplotlib. And then for that last one, the config one, you don't really have to do that. That's just I think if you remember in API, you did kind of something similar to this.
Oh.
Yeah. The reason why is in this create engine, the engine equals the second code block. Where it says engine create engine, right?
Yeah.
The second code block, you have to use your username. I think the username is actually the same for everyone. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you remember your Postgres username and password?
Remember the password because I have to put that in. Username, I have no idea. I don't remember that.
Try to. I think it's the port one. Let me see. Like it's five. I think it's 5432. Does that ring a bell? Or no. What about Postgres? Does that ring a bell?
That's the password. Yeah.
The username, right? I think it's the username.
Well, he had us.
Oh, you guys did that for your password?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like we're not going to figure out your password for you if you lose it. Like, not a problem.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, just you don't actually have to put it in config, but if you want to do that, because like all you have to do is like type in, for mine I put DB user, database user, and DB password, but you just have to put it before you run this second code block, the engine equals create engine.
So this is connecting then to my Postgres script okay, so I haven't seen this yet. What I've seen, well, he's probably getting to that tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, I've seen some of it, but what I'm thinking is it was the F function in quotes, but it was always SQLite. And then it was // but then it was a file that he would connect to. So this is
okay.
Still somewhat unfamiliar to me, but the engine connect, that looks familiar. I remember that from yesterday.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah. So
did it run?
Oh, I didn't try it. Okay. So
I want to see if that's the right because it ran for me for my username. I just want to know if you put in the username and password hard-coded, beforehand, it should work.
Okay. Right now it said on the config line, it said module not found, no module named config.
Okay, so try to delete that line. Did you put in your password and username directly, like as a variable?
No.
Okay.
I didn't do that.
Okay. Because just delete the config first, the config line.
Okay. Yeah, I commented it out, so I wouldn't delete it.
Okay. So after you do that, the DB user or DB pass, like create a variable named DB user DB pass, and then put it before the the engine equals create engine, like line.
Create variable. Okay, let me.
Yeah.
Do I even remember how to do this?
You remember
There.
it.
Oh my God, I'm blanking. Good Lord.
I'm glad actually you guys are touching on Python and like kind of correlating that with SQL. It's
Well,
really great that so I mean like you have to do that like multiple times. Like because like Python itself is really great in those like multifunctionality or like you can use Python for like Excel, right? You can communicate it with different languages, C, and then now SQL. So
it'll be good to go back to it so I don't like forget like I am now.
it's the main thing. If it, yeah, right, it's like
Oh
you
my
learn so much
God.
languages, and then at the end, it's so much that you don't learn anything.
That's the problem with this class. It's just like
Why don't we just focus on one, sir?
yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
So
What happened?
well, you know what? I still haven't created my variable because I've been.
Okay.
I can't remember what. I do know the password, the username. I don't remember. So the DB user isn't defined, but I see how.
It's undefined. Okay.
Yeah. So I have
But
to. I'll find it and then create the variable in there.
try put in. I think it's the same for, as I remember. Isn't it Postgres for the username?
No, that's my password.
Yeah, but I think it's the username is the same. I think if he just
Is
he
it?
probably because like I remember it gives you try do 5432 first, like 5432, and then if that doesn't work, just put Postgres. Remember it's like 5432. That's like default for everyone. If you didn't change it.
No, I walked this through for sure.
It's always like the one thing is it's always like this, like the API one. Like if the first thing doesn't, the setup is the first thing. The communication setup. It doesn't work, then the whole thing's compromised.
Right. Let's see here. It's not defined. I did it wrong. See, I blink. I forgot everything. Postgres isn't defined. Yes, it is.
Let me see. I think I didn't do the histogram. Let me read the read. Yeah, you guys have this histogram.
Yeah, I saw those words, and I was like,
the bar chart I did. The histogram shouldn't be that bad.
I see you did bar chart.
Yeah, there's a bar chart, but the histogram. After we get this running, you should have everything set up to do a histogram. You just have to do it.
Right.
I mean, everything's set up to do it because, like, what does it say? Create a histogram to visualize the most common salary. Oh, for the salary one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, because I didn't really read the bonus too much, other than the alchemy. I was like, not going there. So it looks like most of it. So the big thing was the connection to alchemy, right?
That's the big thing. Oh, look! Actually, if you look in the try look in the notepad. It looks like you guys actually. I'm looking at this now. He's telling you guys to just post this in there. Postgres, localhost 5432, and your DB name.
Oh.
DB name.
Your DB name.
Is that Postgres, their DB name? What is your DB name?
I don't know.
5432 is the one I was talking about. Yeah, 5432.
Okay.
Which is what it is, right? Let me see. Localhost, DB user.
So I need to DB. That code. Okay, from alchemy.
Oh no, your localhost employee DB. Yeah, that's the one we wanna. use
5432 / your DB name, Postgres connection, and connect.
What error is it showing you right now?
I haven't pressed it yet because I don't know what my DB name is to fill that in. I don't know what he's referencing. So module error. No module named Psycho PG2. What?
This is the one. This is the one I was telling you about. Psycho PG2.
Oh my god.
So Psycho PG2, you have to pip install it. Yeah, so you don't have it. I thought you guys have it.
Oh, PG. Oh, Psycho PG. No. I SQLite and then Alchemy.
Yeah, but when you run SQL Alchemy, so it did give you this Psycho PG2 module, right? Something error.
Oh no.
It didn't do
it got an error. So let me do this for its cell above.
Okay.
So I'll just install that and then see, because yeah. But you say to do that, but my instructions.
What did he say?
Well, I don't see where I would install Psycho PG2 though.
Oh, where you would do it?
Yeah, because in his instructions, nowhere does it say that I need to use it.
The reason why is after you do that, it says here like do some research. Like in order to use SQL Alchemy, like when you run that one, like when you finally use it, it tells you that there's no Psycho PG2.
Oh, it's
yeah.
Seriously, I gotta go find it now too.
Yeah, so because of that, you have to pip install Psycho PG2. I think it's already built in. You just have to install it. That's all I remember.
Okay. So
try to in the very first code block that I have on mine.
Oh, you know what?
What happened?
Command error, an error. Warning: you are using error command errored out with exit status 1. Check the logs for full command output.
Check command for okay.
What? Command errored out with exit status. I haven't exited out. Let me try changing my kernel here.
Okay.
I'm on regular Python 3 here.
Okay.
Let me try this. Still errored out. So it's just the exclamation point, pip install Psycho PG2.
That's it.
No, that's it.
Yeah, all the other ones were just instructions. Yeah. Just like make sure you do the exclamation point. That's how you run the.
Yeah, and that's set. That's set. Pip
and did it run?
Psycho. No, it still had that error, command errored out with exit status 1. So the changing my kernel didn't work.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah.
Try put that somewhere in a different code block, like somewhere else, not in the same code block as this dependency thing.
Let me go to terminal and let me.
You could also use your terminal, yeah.
I'm gonna stop Jupyter right now and then pip install Psycho PG2.
Yeah, it shouldn't take like if there's no error like on your system, it should only run for like 5-10 seconds.
No error. Could not find a version that satisfies the requirement Psycho PG2 from versions. No match.
Python? Okay.
On my terminal, it said that. So
let me see. Psycho PG2. Try running Psycho PG2 by this one instead. Let me actually put this in there. In the chat. Here, try running this instead. The Psycho PG2 -binary.
Pip install Psycho.
Because like it wants you to do it in 3.5. I think that's the Python version that this will run only is 3.5, which is weird.
Nope. Could not find a version that satisfies requirement.
Yeah. So it's okay, so that one doesn't work. And then when you run, where did it give you the error? So the Alchemy, the SQL Alchemy, when you do from SQL Alchemy import create engine, does that work? Like when you actually do the
are you back in Jupyter?
back in Jupyter, that notebook, yeah.
The pip install Alchemy, your cell with pandas and matplotlib and NumPy, that part worked because I commented out the config.
Okay,
and then
that's good.
the one he gave us, the import create engine, etc., it did not work because no module was found, and that was the whole Psycho PG2.
So that's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me see, DB pass, let's see. Trying to run, because I know on mine it won't run, for sure. It says no module name Psycho PG2 as what happens every time.
That's so weird. I mean, if you're supposed to use it.
Let me see. So, let me think. And then you can't even install it on yours neither, which is pretty bad because we can't move on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Right. I can't
Psycho PG2. Let me see. Psycho PG2 in Python 3.7. It's failing in, it fails in 3.7. So let's see if there's another way. Pip install Psycho PG2. I've retried this test 10 times. Okay. And if you install, okay, how to install in Windows 7? Okay. I have added. No, that's not. It doesn't even. And when you guys did it in class, what happened when you guys did it in class?
It was fine. The Alchemy and the SQLite, the SQLite worked just fine. So
it worked in class. Okay.
Yeah, but there was no need. Not to pull through this.
Oh, because you guys are not using. Did you guys use SQL Alchemy? Create.
Yeah.
What about Create Engine? Did you guys use Create Engine? Create.
No.
Okay, so it's probably just the Create Engine. Try this one, pip3 install, like put a 3 after the pip.
Okay.
And without the binary.
Pip 3.
Like number 3, yeah, number 3, yeah.
And space or no space?
No space, no space.
Pip 3 install. 3 install. No Psycho PG.
Still the same thing. Oh no, with Psycho PG too. So pip3 install Psycho PG2. That's version 3.
Unknown command 3 install. Maybe you meant install.
What? That
was a little condescending.
That's a weird. Okay, let's see. It says here, what version of Python do you have? Is it 3.7?
I
think it's
that I don't know. I would know if I had it open, but I'm through Jupyter Notebook and PG Admin. I don't have.
Let me see. Issues while installing Psycho PG2. And you're using Windows or Mac? You're using
Mac? I'm Mac. Yeah.
Okay, let me see in the Mac one if there's a leeway. I'm trying to install Psycho PG2, but having a weird long output issue. Okay, I guess everyone's getting an issue. -M. Try this one. I think you do have 3.7, but try to. I'm gonna copy this in the chat. Try to put this in the command line.
Command not found Python 3.7.
Okay. It's not easy now. And it will work on your doing testing and how it's not going for production. Pip install Psycho, you're not going to be. If you just run pip install Psycho, PG2 binary, okay. Pip install Psycho 2. When you did pip install Psycho PG2, what was the error?
It was couldn't find a version that satisfies the requirement.
Okay, let's see. Python 3.5 Psycho PG2.
What's the code to show
Show the which one?
show the version that I have? I forget. He did that like a couple months ago.
You can actually go to your Jupyter notebook,
Okay.
and then like it should something there should show up like view up on the top. Just I think it's like a tab that says view edition, something like that.
Toggle header, toggle cell toolbar.
The other one, try doing this. You can also type this one. Here, I'm gonna type it in the chat. Just type this on your Jupyter notebook. See what you get.
From platform import.
The one I have is.
Do I print? I have from platform import Python version and then space, or do I hit enter first and then print?
I would probably put it in one code block, but then the first line is the dependence, and then the print one is just wherever after it, or like it doesn't matter if there's a space, but it has to be after it.
Okay, because I'm in terminal still, so I just want to make sure.
In Jupyter Notebook, I think you could probably put it in Jupyter Notebook. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's.
If you're in the Python terminal, you could probably put this one as well, but just do it in Jupyter Notebook.
Okay, I gotta reconnect because I shut it to do terminal. Okay.
So mine's is 3.83. I think if you have 3.5, which is like an old one, I think that's like 5 years ago maybe. I think what you have is 3.7, something like that.
I just downloaded it. And it's through Anaconda, the Python through Anaconda. So.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I did the same thing.
Okay.
Let me see.
So I'm gonna comment out the pip install Psycho 2 just to get rid of that issue, and then now I'm gonna type in what you asked me to.
Okay.
Platform.
Pip install Psycho 2 and where? Here, I'll actually give you the website where you can find the Psycho stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty psychotic. It won't work.
Exactly. I'm like, well, of course it's a bonus because it doesn't work. Okay, so on here it did. I have 3.8.5.
Awesome. Okay, this is pretty bad though because we need 3.5.
We need 3.5.
Yeah, that's straight up. I think that's the only one that's like where they developed it. Try to go to this website. let's see if you can find something as well in the website I posted,
Okay.
because this is where you find like the commands that allow you to install it. Change in binary package between Psycho 2.7 and 2.8. That's not the one. But then the thing is here, it says prerequisites Python 3 versions from 3.4 to 3.8. But ours is greater than that one.
3.8.5.
Yeah, it says here 3. Or from what's everyone? Or to be met orders. Okay, no. Or from the container source code.
So you were able though to get yours to work
In the other computer. Not
and the
this.
other, not this one. Okay.
Yeah. Non-standard builds. Creating a debug build. If you have, let me see. You guys still have until Wednesday still, so I guess you can probably ask.
Exactly. I know. I could.
It is just a bonus, but it's always good to do those, just because I mean, you've been doing super great already. I mean, if you want 110%.
110%. Yes. I'm back in grade school. I have to be first.
He gives you guys a lot of bonuses every time, right? I think he always does it.
Yeah, he does. He gives us as many chances to get as many exercises in as possible. So it is, it's frustrating that you have so much during class. I like it to slow down, but it does, allow for. I mean, that's where my part of my script came into play, was some of his lessons, based, kind of copying, pasting, cutting out, the names that I needed.
Yep.
Based on what he had been teaching. So that's really, that was helpful to get those lessons. This one I'm struggling, that we're going over right now. I think what I'll do is, I just have to go back into my notes. I'm sure I know I wrote down password. I just have to find if I wrote down my username.
Okay, good.
And then we have class tomorrow night. So what I'll do is use. I'm wondering.
Try to ask him about this. Try emailing him maybe, or if anything, or you could ask him.
He's on vacation. Yeah, we have the sub tomorrow. So but they have TAs. The TAs won't answer till tomorrow. I'll definitely.
Okay. I'm pretty sure someone probably has the same issue with the Psycho PG2 thing.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure a bunch of us do. I love when they throw that, here, find something brand new that we haven't gone over and figure it out.
Yeah.
But once I figure it, if I can find that.
I'm almost thinking maybe it's not Psycho PG2 anymore. Maybe it's Psycho PG3. I don't know. What is this 2 part,
Yeah, but if that was the consult documentation for more info, Postgres.
Change in paragraph between Psycho okay, let me see.
Psycho PG2. I mean, it says Psycho PG2 here.
Yeah.
Dialect uses also available as a Python substitute. So, that's, if using password, do not upload your password to Git.
Yeah, this is the password that you have.
That everybody else has.
So I don't know why he would say.
It's weird. Okay. So then he wants us to see this YouTube clip.
Yep, maybe there's something in there.
Using a password. See for more information. Okay, so it really, honestly, for this, it's just going to be a hunt pack and try and see if I can find that. If I can't, I can't. I think the main thing for me was making sure that
you can get
my actual homework is done and looks good and makes sense.
Yeah. I'll what I can do is I'll try see if there's another pathway, like not use like is Psycho PG2. I'll actually ask someone that I know that may be able to. That's really good at Python. It's because like I know this worked before, so maybe the reason why is after so many years, you know what I mean, like, and then they changed it and they didn't update it. That's the thing, they didn't update the Psycho PG2, and then obviously Python's
Yeah.
already updated.
Right.
Python's
Exactly.
always updated, but and then what would
Yeah.
yeah, and see if maybe ask your TA and then see if it's like is there another way? I tried logging it or like loading this SQL alchemy stuff, and then this is my error.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. No, I'll do that. Because errored out with exit status 1. I don't even know what that means. So,
Let me see. Feel free to use Google to make any necessary modifications. Okay. Did you try to like do this one that he sent you and in the notepad just like use the syntax that he provided?
I copied it in there, but yours also has the import create engine.
Yeah.
So I'll I ended up getting a module not found error from his. So I'm gonna
Change your DB name into like whichever DB that you have. Like let me see, localhost employee DB. You could change that one.
but what? I don't even know what he means by that. Like my database, but which database? I have so many. Like
Let me think.
like, is it my C drive? Is
It's
it
the one.
name of my?
You know
my
the
schema?
work. You know the one that you created where in the PG admin, there's like if you look in the PG admin, you created different things.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah. Sorry.
it's that name. It's that name where you created this file.
Oh, got it. See?
Yeah. And then so whatever that name is, pop it in there, and then let's see if something happens.
Employee DB. Gotcha. Okay.
For me, that's what I did, but then it may be different.
Well.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right? The
Yeah.
one PG.
Yeah. Totally. Okay. So, before I press hit on that, let me go up here, make sure that done. And then his code with employee DB, module not found.
And which module?
It says on line 2, engine, create engine, where I put employee DB. No module named Psycho PG2.
So that is the main error, right? That's like
Yeah.
the main error of the day. Okay.
that is our winner. Winner.
Psycho PG2, and he never covered it. Okay, so
No.
yeah, I would. I guess yeah, but you definitely can't connect. If that's the
So, but at
issue.
least I know what the DB is, and then I'll try. Well, I'll ask the TAs tomorrow night, like,
Okay.
why it's not installing, and then from there, then I understand.
Another thing, do you know how to install 3.5, like another version, like a lower version of Python? Do you know?
No, do I want to? Because I'm like,
For the one that you have, because like when you run, which one was it? Where it tells you that when you run pip install psycho PG2, right? When you run that one,
yeah.
it says it doesn't work with this version, something like that.
Oh yeah, it says. There we go. What is that? Could not find a version that satisfies the requirement.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
From versions none. So no
So
match.
like if let me see, like if you go, there's another website, I'll send this to you. There's a short for install the prerequisites, then install the module. The complete version is in, which we already know it's in there. Where does it say that? Cycle 3G2 Postgres. Oh, what is this? You can also use a specific version using the following command. Okay, I know that already. You connect to perform. Understand the Postgres import from import.
I'll try pressing pip install again. Let's see. Let me put it in its own cell.
Okay.
I just want to see if from the platform importing the Python version, if that did anything. No.
Okay.
I have no idea.
It should be the same thing.
Yeah, I'll get the same error, I'm sure. So no, oh, I guess no quotes or anything. Okay. Could not find a version. No matching distribution found.
Yeah. So 3 point.
Here, this says warning, you are using pip version 20.2.3. However, version 20.2.4 is available. This isn't in red though, this is in yellow. You should consider upgrading via my user, my local drive.
Okay.
Anaconda. Python pip install upgrade pip.
Yeah, try upgrading pip actually. There's a way for you to do that. It's like do you know how to do that? I think I know the command for that one.
You do? Okay. Back on terminal.
It's the one where here, I'll send it to you.
Is it pip install, or do I need to Python m pip install?
You can do Python this one here. I'll just try type this if it works for you. It's this guy in the chat.
Okay.
In order to upgrade pip in Windows, yeah, that's the one.
Upgrade pip. Python m pip install. Upgrade pip. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Hold on. It conflicts with Jupyter, and I always have to shut down Jupyter Notebook for it or to suspend it.
Yeah.
Okay. Python m pip install. And
then the other one is this guy. If that one doesn't work, this is the one that I typically use. For Windows is different, but this is the one for you.
Okay, so this one successfully installed.
Good.
2.4. Okay, so let me try from terminal pip install psycho.
Yeah, the name is retarded.
I know. I'm like, somebody was
I can't help but laugh every time.
Somebody was really mad that day.
Okay.
Couldn't find a version. No.
Shit.
No matching.
As I remember, you need to have that because it's like an old one. You need to have 3.5, and we all have 3.8, right? Like
yeah.
So if you install 3.5, you can actually install it. Like that.
Oh,
that's
would that mess with my other work, or do
it wouldn't mess with it because you could always reinstall the current version. I think that right now we actually both don't have the current version. It's like they're at 3.9.
Okay.
If you do, yeah. I mean, it's not much upgrades. It's just a bunch of other commands. That's probably going to be missing. But try. Do you know how to go to Python's page and then like download the lower version?
No.
Try to type in download Python and then like go to Mac. And then let me see. Yeah, right here. Actually, it's not even that bad. It's like September 5th of this year, so that's not that bad.
So 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5.10.
There 0.10. There's 3.5 Mac.
Oh, okay, that one, yeah.
So, but this erases my upgrade. Would that mess with every other file that I've used the 3.8.5 though? Because I don't want to do that.
It shouldn't mess with it. It's really not that bad. Yeah, like if there's any, because it's still Python, it's not the same exact like functionality. And if you do that, you could always reinstall 3.9 if you want to. Yeah, try to do that and then see if you can do the pip install for the other guy.
All right.
Let me check the other. Let me just,
About why doesn't Psycho G2 the library might be too old.
what is it says that?
I'm looking at Stack Overflow and problems using Psycho PG2 on Mac OS.
Okay.
The first problem, they're talking pip 3.4. Not working, showing the message, an error message.
3.4? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And then this guy is talking about he fixed it with the export path. Then he got an import error. Then he fixed with more code. Now he's obtaining another import error. And can you help me? And so one of the answers is you need to replace the library PQ.5 dylib library because its version is too old. Here's my solution. So,
okay, let me look at this one. Yeah, I'm looking into the stack as well. I'm working on the what does it say? I fixed this. Okay. I fixed this by installing command line tools.
I don't know if they're trying to do the same thing that we are. I mean, well, he's import, but
you could actually. There's another way. If you look at this, I don't know if it works, but what Mac OS do you have? You have Sierra. Does that sound familiar?
Sierra?
Yeah, 10.12.1.
Doesn't sound familiar.
This is like 4 years ago, so that's probably not the one.
Yeah, no. I think that was very old, very, very old.
But like, let's see. What they did was they installed command line tools first. I also got it after this.
How to install Psycho PG2 on a Mac. Oh, file not found. Okay, thanks.
Install Xcode developer tools. Okay. Usually the one I go to is the one where it has like at least 200 yeses. There's only 48 on this guy, so that must not be good. There is one. I did find one that's like 200. Honestly, it's this command line tools one. Here, try. I'll send the stack flow. It's this one, and it's actually a really short troubleshoot. It's just install one thing and then.
Yeah, Sierra though that's really old. So.
Let's look at one where it's actually actively. Let me see.
It's an old operating
This one,
system.
someone actually answered to this one at 2019. Let's look at this one. I'm working on a project for one of the lectures. I need to download the documents. I fixed this by installing. Oh, it's within the same one. Okay.
Do I need install?
See, this other guy actually updated their pip, and then after they updated it, they just did pip install Psycho PG2 binary. Oh, it works for them. If brute, and the other one is brute install Postgres. If Postgres exists, then run in export this guy. Nah, it's too complicated. The other one is install user step. Mine was just query Postgres. Okay, that one doesn't make this works for me on a terminal. Yeah, actually, it seems like that's the most recent one. The other ones are like 8 years ago.
Yeah, so they probably fixed that problem. So maybe that question has been answered.
What is this now? I'm following to deploy a Django. Everything is working until I get this to this part. I'm using I'm following Heroku's this one, yeah, it's the most recent one.
So this one is so I just said I typed in Google the actual error, and
what did it say?
The first thing that pops up, you're using an older Python without the most secure. So
yep.
Now this one's saying to upgrade. So that's why I don't want to it's Python.
Oh, you said to upgrade Python? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But then one of your answers is that you also said pip install psychopgg binary.
That one, yeah, the binary one. But I think that one didn't work for you, right? As well?
No.
The binary one, yeah.
No.
pip3, and even the pip3 doesn't work. The pip3, so.
No, well, okay, so to check your Python's interpreter, your TLS version, install the request package and run a command. For example, for Python 2 -m pip install.
Okay.
Python 2-c.
Dash what? C?
C. Or Python 3, which I'm on 3.8.5.
Yeah.
Then I do Python 3-m space pip space install. Next line down, Python 3 space -c.
Oh, so someone actually, let me see. This guy has a map, and he's in Python 3, which is good. But there's so much commands, though.
This can't be that. Yeah, I'm not going to reconfigure my entire computer for this bonus.
Just for one bonus?
Ridiculous. Yeah, this isn't happening.
Try your Ask your TA, and then no, wait, does your TA have a map? Maybe that'll be better if they figured it out.
One of them, I'm sure they all have here and there, several.
Why is this one? It seems like there's a lot of commands.
Yeah, and I think the main thing for me is, does my SQL homework?
Yeah.
That was the main reason here does it work? And it does seem to work. I don't know if you get a chance to even look at it, but it's
I did look at the program. I didn't run it, but there's no error, right? You said it's kind of.
There wasn't any error, and I downloaded each of the CSV files, and that seemed to output what was needed.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's you have these. So you have drop table titles. Good. Okay, you created each one of these tables, and then you imported it. So. And you made it show up while doing select, which is good.
Yeah, so the only question that I had at the beginning was from titles. So, but through the query SQL, there really wasn't a question regarding titles. So even if I messed up on that one.
Yeah, it's only one thing, yeah.
It didn't affect anything.
Were you able to output all these 8 things in the query? You were able to output? Okay. Okay, that's good. That's what it's asking you, pretty much.
Yeah.
the commands itself, it's not bad for now. Like
Right.
it's pretty repetitive.
Which
This
is good.
whole homework was just, do you know how to create a database? Kind of like every single program, right? The beginning parts.
Yeah.
But I'm just afraid, like, are you guys moving to what are you guys moving towards with SQL? Are you guys gonna do like a project as well?
Not just with SQL. I'm sure we'll move to a couple of other
Okay.
programs. I think our next main project is due late January. So
Okay.
it'll encompass SQL with Python, with
And Java? Are you guys doing?
probably Java,
Okay.
and then maybe some, and I don't even know what program this is. Um,
What did he say?
scraping data, scraping the internet, scraping something.
Scraping?
I don't know. So
Man, he's really like, I mean, honestly, like even using SQL itself, I would just stick to like Python and Java, I think, or those are R. Oh, he's not teaching you guys R, yeah.
no, he talks about R and
He does
Ruby,
talk about R.
but
Okay.
yeah. Oh, you know what? I think we do hit Ruby.
Oh,
Uh,
Ruby. I'm talking about something. Oh, you're talking about Ruby. Okay.
R though, I know it because
Just R. Okay.
he mentioned that too.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know if we'll get to that. I saw in the curriculum early on at one point. I think that we'll be learning a little bit of Ruby though, but R I don't know.
Okay.
C++. I think we get into.
Oh man, you guys are touching on everything. That's good.
I don't,
You guys really
we'll
touching on
find out.
everything. C++. What else? C sharp. Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at some point, I'm just like,
Julia,
well,
I mean, it's good. It's good. The thing is, like, this is just data science, right? Like, is he teaching you guys like other things, or is it just data science? Is that business?
no, this is just purely analyzing data.
Okay.
If we were to get into something, I mean, that's probably another boot camp of the
Okay.
science of it, the business of it.
Yeah, a lot of times this data science stuff, it's either just purely data science or the classes are business. And I think that's when you guys, if you were to use R, that's when it's used, or like Python.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I think it would be nice to see how it's. I mean, he'll talk a little bit once in a while, like how it's applied. Well, he does that a lot actually,
That's
real
awesome.
world application.
Okay.
But it's very fat, because obviously we have limited time.
Yeah. Okay. So this week, you guys are still on SQL, or this
We're
week?
still on SQL this week. I'll send you.
Okay.
If I hear anything back on the pip install, if I hear anything,
I'll send you the same thing. If I figure out another avenue instead of like doing this, I'll tell you. And yeah, if the same way with your team, because I would like to know if they did update it, and if not, because sometimes they do change the name, which sucks. If they change, the full name, there's actually a command where I remember like someone told me, it's like, oh yeah, they changed the whole thing totally. They're not using that anymore. That's like obsolete now. The whole command is obsolete, and then they don't tell you. They don't tell you that the developer doesn't tell you that they discontinued using that command.
So you're left to wonder what happened. That's lovely.
Yeah, and then like sometimes it's like, okay, it still works, but this one is like weird because then it doesn't work with other Python versions. Like
it should work with all of them. I'm right, because if you're, especially the lower ones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. if we need to.
Right. Yeah. And I'll get the next lesson. So the next lesson will be advanced SQL with the Python integration. So
so you guys will touch more of the integration. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, with the Jupyter Notebook, I'm sure we'll be back in on that with whatever assignment he gives. So we've got two more lessons on this advanced data modeling, I guess he calls it, or whatever.
Yeah.
Before we get into that homework. So.
Okay, and then are you guys doing Java this month?
I think we'll get into that in December. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Java, I'm excited if once you guys get it. Because like there's a few things I can send you for that one. For
Oh, okay.
SQL, I'll wait until you guys do like these like homeworks. Because as I said, it's not really used that much. I mean, there's
Great.
Access. Access, it's like if you heard of Microsoft Access, it does the same thing, which is used.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and God, I learned Access. Well, I didn't learn it. I tried it like
you know how like the you can connect the what's it called? The thing that you did, the ERD, you can connect manually those things all embedded if you're in Access.
Nice.
But like I said, Python. Oh yeah, try to review your Python. Like I know over time there's a lot of stuff, and then like maybe I mean you guys will still do Python, which is good.
Yeah.
How did you do on the project presentation?
He's in class. He was very complimentary, and I think we did the best presentation. Our group was very
that's good.
Yes. So, we don't have our grade back. He wanted a couple of weeks to do that. And since he's out on vacation,
he's sick of you guys. No,
he sure he is. I wouldn't blame him. There's a few
good thing he has TAs though. So they're the one teaching now? Like they're pretty much teaching the class?
No, we have a sub and he's from USC. He's a professor there.
USC? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's actually very good, but
that's good.
It's just different teaching and
that's good.
But he's good, and so I think we overall as a team did far better than a lot of the groups because you could tell we practiced, we got together.
Yeah.
We worked together on it, and a lot of others it was like, wow. That was rough.
That's good. No, that's good. Oh, I told you, like when I heard and then I saw what you had. See, like you had all these the data, the colorful stuff, and then it was already set up. I mean, you guys were already set up to do a conclusion, and then that was like 3 days prior, right? That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, we felt pretty good. I mean, we were nervous, obviously, not knowing what to expect, but
you guys have questions? Like, was that very pretty interactive? Everyone liked it?
We had a lot of questions from people, like, are you planning on moving? Are you Californians on the move? So, are you leaving? What other things, why didn't you choose Nevada or this? Things like that. Like,
okay.
But, it's good. They were good questions. So and we were third in line. So after the first two, which did okay, but not.
Okay.
Not.
Did you guys get graded or like I don't know how like what percentage is that? Is that like a big thing?
Yes, it's not percentage wise, but it's we have to turn in all 3 of our projects in order to get our certificate.
So that's the first one. Was that the first one or the second?
Yeah, that was the first one. So the second I think is January sometime, and then the third is the beginning of March, and then homework we can only miss 2, and I'm trying to turn all of them in on time.
Yeah, you've been doing great. Like all the homeworks, especially the Python. I don't think you did all the bonuses for Python, right? I'm pretty sure I remember you did all the bonuses.
I haven't. I mean, I think some I tried.
Yeah.
Others I didn't, and it's just depending on time because some of the scripts. Yeah. I think a couple of the Python ones were so long, and it was just like Matplotlib. That was the one that was like 17 different.
Yeah.
I was like,
easy. I mean, it's not like easy, but like it's just one of those things where. Like for this one, it seemed pretty simple, right?
It seemed, yeah. I mean, I'll forget about it as soon as I leave this program, but
you don't need
I have, but I had a script to go off of, and as a refresher, and so that part's good. And it wasn't that. I mean, especially going off of the lesson plans.
Yeah.
That really helped with that part. So.
Okay.
We'll see. Yeah, I think. So far, so good.
That's good.
Yeah, the grading of the project, that'll probably be, I'm guessing we'll get our grade before Thanksgiving. So
Yeah, I wouldn't worry so much. Yeah, like I said, I think the VBA before the VBA was good, right? I mean, I don't know what happened with if I remember, we did like one VBA.
Yeah, we got one VBA. Yeah, so far I have an A. I mean, it's just a pass-fail certificate,
Yeah.
but
Oh, really?
you know, I have, yeah.
He's
But I
gonna
have to
who would like like you paid and then you fail? Oh, that was
pay and then fail. I know.
yeah, it's like one of those things.
All that work.
Everyone has
Yeah,
to pass somehow.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, you know, honestly, I could probably get away with the bare minimum and not
Yeah.
stress about it. I think some people right off the bat, I
Oh, really?
understand it that they didn't even turn in homework
That's not good.
on their first lesson.
Yeah.
You know, and you can be late.
But and then you get
You
docked.
won't get yeah, and you won't get feedback, and
Okay.
you know, and you have up to 2 lessons that you can completely miss. So
Yeah.
it just, if you start behind, that's really rough.
Yeah, because it all
So
builds up. It all builds up. Yeah. Like.
yeah, so I'd rather, you know, if I'm missing something, I'd rather miss it. Like, I think we have an assignment due January 2nd. I'm like, you know, if I miss that, I
Missed
don't
that
know.
one, yeah, the one with the good holiday stuff.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm not going to stress on that one,
Yeah,
you know, or the very end of the class, like in March when the project is done,
yeah.
you know, we're working on the project, because I think that involves all machine learning stuff.
Oh, fun.
And
Okay. Like
well,
everything.
it
Maybe,
depends on your team too.
oh yeah, so randomized. You had a good team on the first one. So there you go. I
And
mean,
we had
yeah.
a good team.
Can you complain and like pick another team? Does it pick up the draw?
I
Yeah,
mean,
look at the draw. I
us, yeah, I know, because there's a few people that I was like, oh, well, I'm glad I didn't get you. So,
Oh yeah, because you said yeah,
yeah,
they're not that. Yeah.
yeah, just not really. I think so. You have to have a couple of strong personalities, which we did on our team, and all of us
Yeah.
women took over, and the guys kind of. But you know, it's like one of them. He was kind of into it, but not really following, and the other guy,
I see.
you know, he would never show his face. You know, he's busy and behind the scenes and doing stuff. So we just
Yeah.
took over and told them what to do, and they were
Oh
fine with
really?
it. I mean, they're good. Yeah, I mean,
Oh my
they got their
goodness.
stuff done, but
Yeah. I
you
mean,
know,
yeah.
if
In
y'all
the
hand
end,
it
I
off,
think you take, you like I said, you pay for it, right? And then you get the certificate, or you don't, Like,
right, right.
you get in it like as much as you want, and you put work hard at it, and then
That's true. It's true.
I think in the end, like after this is actually a good. I didn't know like you say has like something like this, but what you guys have is really great because then yeah. You have the full. It's only. It's not the whole year, right? It's like 6, 7, like a
6
couple,
months. Yeah,
6 months.
6 months. Yeah.
And then the full spectrum, you have different like avenues to learn on like
Hmm.
not just it's not only like 3, it's like pretty much the whole spectrum of like whatever program you guys will apply it. And
Yeah.
I guess I wanted to ask like is there like an opportunity where are there like webinars where uh I mean I don't know I guess if they because I know some programs they have like not I wouldn't say career fair, but maybe like webinars from different fields come in and like speak.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
And then
They have a
yeah,
really great they have a great careers center, and who I'm always behind on their assignments, but they have and it's not graded, of course. It's like
yeah,
get us your updated resume to take a look at and help you out with.
yeah.
They're partnered with Google.
There you go. That's
You
good.
know,
Or IBM or HP, whatever.
yeah, so
Yeah.
they, and they're always doing quite a few stuff. And then I have that available to me up to 3 months after the class ends. So say through June, if I'm looking,
Oh,
if
really?
I,
That's good. Yeah. That,
yeah.
yeah, that's actually good. Like I think right now, like at the end of the year, I guess, if anything, this would be the greatest time. If you want to do like data science, I think there's like part-time opportunities if there's anything right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe just like do something part-time because then you have this in your resume. You have all of these different things, right? And
Yeah, I think that would be, I have to figure out how to show that,
oh yeah, the projects you guys have. That's one
Yeah.
thing to like a portfolio, where okay, this is
Yeah.
what you did.
Yeah, and I think
Even
that
if you did, it wasn't all you, right?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
but you were a big. It was a big thing. It was a big thing.
Yeah, kind of what I learned
Yeah.
basically over the class. And the careers department, they do help put a portfolio together and all of that. So yeah, I think probably in the next couple of weeks, um, once I take a couple of days off, I'll update the resume and do
Yeah.
that and
Yeah, but yeah,
get that
I
started.
think right now is the best time. I mean, in the middle of the year when you guys finish all of this, might not be. I mean, if you do it like 6 months prior, I think it'll be good.
Yeah,
Big tech. I think it'll definitely will need more people.
for sure, for sure. Well, and I'm sure it's only going to grow, and I wouldn't mind, I mean, I'm more than full time right now, but
Yeah,
a
yeah.
part time.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there are part time. Because like you finish the program, usually that's the best time, or what you're still within the program, but then you're like almost done.
Yeah,
And then they're like, oh, what experience you have? Oh, I have this, and then like, oh, that's great. Yeah, definitely this. And then knowing the time, this is the best time for it.
yeah, yeah.
You
I
can
need
do
it.
part-time everywhere, right?
Right, exactly. That would be nice. That would be nice. I know. Ready
And then
to.
it's just one of those things, like, because I know UCI has a big thing. They always recruit from UCI because of this machine learning in UCI is like I think UCSD has it too, but UCI has like that repository or database.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's like they always look like, oh yeah, yeah. UCI has like one of the best ones. So yeah, having that right there already, you could
Yeah.
definitely just like tell them. And I think interview questions for this is just really knowing the same thing with Python. They're going to ask you different things with Python.
Yeah, I'll be like, create a variable. What?
Yeah, explain to me like like the pharmaceutical one. Like they'll tell you like, oh, there's a pharmaceutical one, and then tell me how you would do this. How
Yeah.
in words.
Well, I'd call Paul and then
Oh, and then you could put it
cry.
like I could just type it for you, I guess. And like I said, it's the best time, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
The
need
other
help.
screen would be them, and then I'll be on the other screen.
Yeah,
Nah, you wouldn't do that.
exactly.
You wouldn't do that one.
Feeding me the lines. I know. Yeah, I know. Just needing a little more time to let it all sink in. But
I know, right?
yeah, eventually
Yeah,
it will. But yeah, I wouldn't mind like even like an entry level
yeah.
like a
Data science.
analyst.
Or
Yeah,
like,
data
well,
science that
have
just
you looked at them? The ones that they have right now that's very popular is like data science itself is like one of those fields. But it's really like machine learning. Once you learn machine learning, there's a lot of like IBM, I think, Google, all of them. Just try to like that's what I would do. Like I would just reach out like to like different search engines and just like look at it.
hmm
Do
yeah.
10. I'm pretty sure by December you'll that because UCI, if you put UCI in the resume, they were like, yeah, and then what I did with my resume before is like I had like advanced and proficient. So like advanced like
Uh,
software, all the software you've known for like for whatever you've used it on, and then they're gonna
uh-huh.
be like, okay, you know this, you know that, and yeah, I'm pretty sure if you put it there, and then like the I guess
So
portfolio wise, just show your three
yeah.
projects upcoming.
So proficient meaning
If you
and
put proficient, yeah, they'll ask you questions, but then mostly Python though. They'll ask you Python stuff, Python and
mm,
yeah, I would just say no, like the same exact way. Like if you were to explain it, you don't have to really type it, but you just have to explain it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that'll definitely be something I have to practice because,
yeah.
talking
How
code
about programming?
even and
Yeah.
programming is
but
foreign to
but
me.
you do
So,
have the personality though. That's the thing that they like.
well,
A lot of these interviews, like I was talking to someone the other day. She's young though, but like younger than me. So I was telling her, it's like because she wants to go to Oxford, like
oh,
like
wow.
for I guess her college.
Good for her.
And then for me, I was saying, your college, like where you go to college doesn't matter. It's like what you do with it, you know?
Yeah, true.
It's like what you do. Doesn't like you do want to pay a lot to go out of country, or to a really good school, and then you're gonna be in debt.
Right.
In the same degree with someone that went to like not like a community college, but rather just an ordinary school, or like a school that's not, especially like CSU schools are not that bad compared
No,
to
I
like
think, yeah.
yeah.
I took a few classes, and this was just purely when I moved to LA, just to lay of land, but some photography and wine courses at some
There you go.
college, and
Yeah,
that was fun. That was
they're cheap too, right?
great school.
I like those ones where it's cheap when and you learn, they straight up teach you like those things that rather than from a book.
Yeah, great group of people, and I didn't, UCLA, I took a few courses, and that was just, just playing around, just adult, continuing education, and those were.
I really believe those two. The CE, like the continuing education, definitely. Like in community college, I'm actually taking those two, like was it real estate stuff? I'm doing a real estate like pathway.
Oh, okay.
Because it's that right now. I mean, I don't want to get into soapbox, but but right now, like how like real estate is like if you think about like business, you could either like you just work, right? Or the second thing is like stocks, and then the third thing is like having a real estate business, where like being a broker. Imagine 6%. What if you're the broker and not the agent? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then everything is like pre-printed. Like like you just have to have the license, I guess. To get the 6%.
Right. Yeah. It's a well, especially in this state, it's a good way to make some
bucks.
Yeah. For sure.
But there's a lot of those avenues, and machine learning, data science. The very first like entry level for those is like 120.
Oh wow!
Can you imagine? Like the computer ones are really high up, like 120, 130, and then like once you go to like maybe like 5 years, maybe you could. I don't know what it is. It seems like, and that's actually one of the things that attracted me because like you can learn all these different programs, and then it's like one of those things. It's actually like a lot of people, it's either very hard and they just don't want to do it.
Right.
Or there's like I think there's no midway. and then you're really good at it and then you just learn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the incentive is always for it is one of those fields where you can apply it in very different avenues. I think every field uses a computer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even interior design, any type of design these days uses it, and I think frankly anywhere I go, and that was the whole reason for me taking it, because I was so out of what the current trends are in computers.
Yeah.
I knew that with another 15 plus years ahead of me in my career that I needed to be in the know.
In the know, right? That's like, and then that is the trend right now is big tech, and a lot of funding is in big tech too. Out of and within.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. I have my next thing. Let's talk next. I'll let you know what happens with what I find out.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll see if they give me any ideas too. But otherwise, next assignment I'll set up another meeting.
Okay, cool. Have a good one.
Right. Thanks, you too.
Enjoy your week. Okay.
Bye-bye.